Hi. In John chapter 14, it's verse 2 and 3 that I want to read with you right now. And again, the context of this chapter is Jesus is ready to go to the cross. He's having one last discussion, meeting with his disciples. He's been preparing them for years, and pretty soon he's going to go to the cross. He's going to rise from the dead. These disciples are going to become the apostles who bring his gospel and his kingdom to the world. He's preparing them, and in the same way, he's speaking to us. He's speaking to you and me in these verses. And so he says to them and to you, "In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you, I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you to myself, that where I am, there you may be also." So John 14, verse 2 and 3, Jesus says, there's many mansions in my Father's house, and I'm going to go and I'm going to prepare a place for you. What Jesus is actually referring to here, and the disciples would have understood this pretty quickly, is that he's referring to the Jewish traditions of wedding and marriage. And the way that would work often is the man would, when he would propose to the woman he wanted to be his wife, he would choose her, he would propose to her, and then he would, if she would accept his proposal, he would then go back to his family's house, to his father's house, and typically would actually build another house there on the property, or often build an extension onto the family house where he was going to bring his bride and live together with her as an extension of that family's house. A lot of those cultures lived in extended families, and that was a very common thing to do. And so Jesus refers to that, and he says, I'm going to go and prepare a place for you, and then I'm going to come back for you. And that's what the groom would do after he prepared a place for the bride, and she didn't know how long that was going to take. She was just waiting and trusting that he would come back for her, and then the time would come, and he would come back and say, the time is now, come with me, and he would whisk her off to the wedding, and he would have a home already prepared for her at his father's house, and there would be a 7-day wedding celebration with feasting and rejoicing and the wedding vows. And this is exactly what Jesus was referring to, and his disciples recognized that pretty quickly, that Jesus is actually saying, all of you, my people, my believers, you are my bride. I've come into the earth. I've expressed my heart, revealed my heart to you, revealed my love to you. I've offered my love. I've proposed to you to be my eternal bride, to be with me forever. This is not a religion. This is not something that you have to buy or earn or deserve or work for. This is my proposal and my offer of love to you. And if you say yes, if you receive my love, if you open your heart, and if you say yes to me, I will go and I will prepare a place for you. Jesus was referring to the fact that after the cross, after the resurrection, he was going to go back to heaven, to his Father's house in heaven. He said, my Father's house are many mansions. I'm going to prepare an amazing place for each one of you. And then when that's done, and you don't know how long it's going to take, but I'm going to come back to the earth, and I'm going to come and I'm going to take my people home. And my people on that day will literally be like my bride all together. My people will be my bride. I'll take them back to heaven. And Jesus said it this way, if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you to myself, so that where I am, there you may be also. Jesus is expressing his heart to you and me. He says, I want you to be with me forever. That's why I'm doing this. This is how I'm going to satisfy my heart and satisfy my need to have someone to love. He said, I'm choosing you. I'm offering you my love. I'm preparing a place for you. Say yes to me, and I will come someday and bring you to myself. I will bring you into my Father's house and into the kingdom, and you'll be with me forever. If you've never said yes to Jesus, all it really takes is really that simple. Say, yes, Jesus. Yes, I accept your love. I accept your offer. I want to be with you forever. You're preparing a place for me in heaven, and you'll come back for me someday. So Jesus, yes, I'm yours.